If we're able to take that time to master the simple things, we can succeed. So when we look for purpose, we look for simplicity first, right? When we think of what our purpose is, we're looking for this great mountain to climb, which is really untrue. It's the showing up day to day. So when we say the concept hatsnei laleches, which is tznius, which is the modesty, a lot of people frown at the concept and think that, oh, if you're modest or if you express modesty, you are living a narrow-minded life. For the ones of us that grew up religious, for a lot of us, that expression was in clothing, right? And there was this sense of, this assumption that we must be stifled if we are covered up. When really, it creates a sense of focus. So a lot of times when I have this conversation with somebody that comes from a secular space or a secular mindset, I communicate that I have to really express myself from my personality more than how I'm dressed. I have to depend on myself more, right? The inner working rather than this external. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't dress beautifully and you shouldn't have a beautiful house. But like with the furniture, I spoke about the chair yesterday, right? You need to make sure that the chair is functional. If you're purchasing a chair, you want it to match the room and you want it to be compatible with the function of that space. But before everything, no matter how fancy a chair might look, if when you sit on it, it falls or it breaks, that chair has no purpose. Coming back to self-care and understanding our own purpose, beginning the journey of self-care and committing to it on a daily basis is allocating that time to make sure we are first doing the simple things. We have mastered showing up for ourselves, making sure our body is in a position where it can absorb nutrition, making sure our soul is in a space where we can absorb the spirituality and engage in the spirituality. And from an emotional aspect, it's making sure, validating that we can be content and happy, right? Because without that, what is life for? But so for a lot of us, we're thinking, I talk about this a lot of times where we think, oh, if I just didn't have this problem, if that person wasn't in my life, if I had more money, if I lived in a different city, if I was smarter, if I had that kind of education or that opportunity. There are a lot of ifs and whens. But if we peel back and we understand and take responsibility for our own actions, number one, trusting that whatever your journey was up till now was exactly the way it is supposed to be, because your creator, Hashem Yisbarach, has made your life this way. So we say, thank you, Hashem. We don't always know why, but we say thank you and trust that it has a function. Moving forward, when we understand these new opportunities and abilities and we start to have new tools, we're able to implement them slowly and also thank Hashem for them. But rather than trying to undo, right? Undo the past. If we focus on mastering the present, right? Mastering the simple things, and people don't like hearing it. Mastering the simple things by committing to simplicity, saying, Hatsnei lalechas, today I'm going to do the simple things. I'm going to make sure that I drink enough water today. I'm going to make sure that I move very calmly, benachas, right? Making sure that my soul is comfortable, my body is comfortable. And this is not from an escape perspective, but I am fully, fully present in my body rather than only in the mind. And if you ever wonder if something is connected to your purpose or connected to your life, you can ask that simple question of, does this have a purpose? So even when you're eating, right, you can ask yourself, does this have a purpose? You know, if you need some quiet, if it has a purpose, trusting that it is very, very important to you and very important for your well-being. The same with some of the negatives. Sometimes the phone calls we take are not that they're bad phone calls or negative people. There's also a time and a place, right? A chair has a great purpose, back to the chair analogy, but it's not convenient when it's bedtime. At bedtime, you need a bed. So it has a time and a place. So when we begin, that's the second part of purpose, is understanding where do things belong. So that goes back to the organization. So as you move through the next week or even the next few days, just begin to notice where things belong. And if things feel messy, like you had a conversation with somebody, or you go to work and you're exhausted when you come back, or you ate something and you feel a sense of indigestion, just make a note of it, right? A cup of coffee might be great in the morning, but it's not good at 10 o'clock at night if you want a good night's sleep. The light is great for daytime. At nighttime, we need dark to sleep. So, purpose. I want you also to take the time to notice when your body feels complete, when the mind is relaxed and the body is feeling whole, and there's a genuine sense of contentment in your day. Because it's easy to spot the negative things. Notice the positive things and notice how often you feel that way. So thank you so much for joining me today in this practice. Go slow, go easy, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. Give yourself permission to exist within your body. I am Esther Levy. This is an emotional alignment self-care practice. I'm starting to do privates. If anyone is interested, feel free to DM me or reach out. If you like this video, like and follow, and share. That's the only way we can build this up and I can continue doing what I do, because everything we do here is for free. This is my way of giving back. And the only way I can do it is if we get the support. So I will leave you with that. Enjoy the rest of your day.